Let's see, what were we saying? Oh, did I save? I should save. Honestly, that thing looks like it could be a Mega Man X Reploid. It does, doesn't it? It's pretty nice. And Controlly says, did you ever beat the boss rush on the hardest difficulty? Probably not. Like, when it comes to like single player stuff, I generally, like in a fighting game, I generally don't stay there for too long. If the game has a story mode, I'll usually play through that once. If it has a, if it has a boss rush mode, I'll generally play through that once. And then like the other like side stuff, it just depends how much fun I think it is. It's really fun, in my opinion. I'll probably do all of it, like I did with Melee. But with Brawl, like, it was alright, so... I wasn't doing all of that. Oh yeah, his forward air is like fire breath. Broken shield. And Valiant says, I don't hate the animals, but I don't want to give it food 30 seconds after I wake up. I don't want to make it pee before I leave. It's not like I can do that when I feel like under the circumstances. Yeah, no, I completely 100% understand, man. Like, it happens. It's really lame. $10 incentive to beat the boss rush on the highest difficulty? Huh. How long do you wager that would take? I mean, obviously it's dependent on my own skill, but I wonder what, like, the average time for, boss rush on, Insane Blind is. It's like, it's practically blind. I haven't played this game in years. I don't know what any of these bosses do. I'm just, like, attacking them and being like, eh, they'll die at some point. They'll get there. Oh, jeez. No, don't swack me. Don't do it. Yeah, there you go, buddy. You see, much better. You don't want to hurt poor little Charizard. Yo, Tin's Doctor will double that $10, yeah? Huh. I mean, that sounds very interesting to me. $20 to do a boss rush on Intense, but I just don't know how hard it is. Like, is that something that I could do in, like, a stream, or is that something I have to, like, really study and dedicate the game? Because that, I don't know if I want to do all that. And let's see, Control says, that was the last sticker my buddy and I couldn't get. Became super close, but Porky is super random. There's no pattern for us to learn, and we couldn't get there. Yo, rip, man. Practically Blind, you are playing them now? Yep. I mean, I'm still not really paying attention to the boss fights. And again, this is on normal mode. So I don't have to learn their patterns. I don't have to know what their attacks are. I just keep hitting them, and as long as I like move out of the way now and then, I'll be fine. Like, honestly, for that last fight, I didn't need to. I had 4 lives. I beat him with the first one. So I could have literally like just dash attacked the boss every single time and I would have won the fight. Just because he doesn't have as much HP as I do, effectively. Optic says, I remember almost all the boss patterns, to be honest, because this game was my childhood. And Meta Knight with the clutch save. Yo, that's fair. And Controlius says, yeah, we were able to get most of the bosses without getting hit. Some are just free. Got you. Use Fox and abuse his B. Nice, that's smart. You're also playing on easy. I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on normal. There's a difference. Because it's easy, then normal, then hard, then very hard, then intense. There's 5 difficulty ratings. I'm currently playing on the 2nd tiered one. Controller says the final boss is just blatantly free once you learn his attacks, which are easy. Is the final boss Taboo in the boss rush, or is it somebody else? Yeah, nah, man. I remember fighting Taboo on Intense. I'm pretty sure I tried to do that, and it was not a fun time. I was also much younger, so I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't a competitive player when I started playing Brawl. Like, I played it with a competitive mindset, but I wasn't like part of the competitive community or anything like that. I just played with my friends. So I wasn't that good. Taboo is not free on the hardest difficulty. Taboo is free on Intense. Huh. Well, I see we have people with different opinions. The final boss gave you so much trouble? Yeah, same here. Had a lot of trouble with Taboo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I clutched it out with Sonic. Which I was pretty happy about, but oh my goodness. It was a nightmare. It was so weird that he was the final boss too, right? Because it's like, it has all this build up where it's like Ganondorf's going to betray, you know, the Master Hand. Oh, can't grab the ledge. Then it turns out that like Master Hand isn't like the actual boss and it's Taboo, and it's like, who's Taboo? It's just kind of nobody. I don't know. It felt not cool to me. I didn't like that. Like, if the boss had been an extension of Master Hand, I think I would have found that more interesting. Or if it had been, like, literally some crazy amalgamation between the other bosses, that would have been cool. Like, anything like that, you know? I don't know how that works. How do I go down? There's a door down there. What do? Break these blocks? Oh, hello. Oh, I'm crushed! Why'd we do that? Okay, I guess the elevators work now. Interesting. Is the other elevator gonna come this high and crush me? No? Okay. Alright, what were we saying? You thought you just had to drop the stock to those blasts? Yeah, that blast was ridiculous, man. Because, yeah, I think you could sidestep it, but, like, the timing was so precise. It got me so many times before I, like, found the timing. I died to that boss over and over again. Taboo's one of the bosses we could take 0 damage against? Yeah, fair enough. If you know the patterns, I guess. Is what it is. Nintendo, who's Taboo? Shut up and play the game, child. I know, right? I don't know. I didn't find Taboo very interesting. I don't know many people that did. In fact, I don't know anyone that did. Yeah, oh, it's your big boy. I did not want to glide. That was not on purpose. There we go. You were able to dodge 2 and it took you ages to learn the 3rd one. Good times with your friends. Yeah, I don't even remember there being multiple blasts. I just knew that he did blast. Was it a, like, 3 blast sequence? Is that what it was? Because, yeah, no, I played this game. I fought Taboo multiple times. I also don't remember. That was, like, what? Over a decade ago, man? I have trouble remembering what I had for breakfast, let alone what I did, like, over a decade ago. The pattern's not bad, it's just the timing. And it's a triple blast. He floats in the middle screen and hits 2 and then a 3rd. Okay, yeah, no. I did not remember. I just remember the blast killing me. That I do remember. Because if I remember right, I don't think I spot dodged a lot when I played Brawl for the first time. It wasn't something I was used to. I was used to just dodge rolling because I was a filthy casual. But I learned to spot dodge specifically to fight Taboo. Those 3 big waves pretty much, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, spot dodging is what you have to do to dodge that. Yeah. That explains why I started spot dodging. Yo, why did these Robs, like, accept it? They clearly don't want to be there with the bomb, but they do it anyways. They're only robots, though? I don't know, man. They seem to be doing a lot of things robots shouldn't do in the first place. You never spot dodged either? Yeah, no, man. 'Cause yeah, spot dodging was in Melee, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure even if spot dodging was in Melee, I don't think I ever spot dodged in Melee when I played the game. Because, like, I would go to tournaments. But again, you know, the tournaments I was going to were, like, super casual. Like, I was going to, like, high school tournaments, tournaments at, like, anime conventions. But again, this was, like, my first exposure to tournaments in general. To me, I didn't know about the fighting game community. that wasn't a thing that existed in my mind. I just knew there were fighting games, and people would play those in tournaments, you know? And so I would go to a tournament at my high school, and I would fight people, and I'm like, man, I'm really good. I beat everybody. I'm the best. And then, you know, I'd go to like this anime convention, beat everybody. Oh man, I'm so good. I had no idea that, you know, I was just the biggest fish in that small pond, man. Yeah, no, once I started playing Brawl, I started playing online, and there was this website called I think it was like Smash Ladder, something like that. Or was it Smash Hammer? I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, I made it. Either way, it was like this site where you could, it had a ranking system, and you could play against other players. And, you know, I first go in there, you know, I'm winning my first couple of matches, but then I would occasionally play somebody that just absolutely destroyed me, and it just wasn't even close. And they would even play, like, my own character. Like, I remember I played this, I mained Ike at the time, and I was playing this other Japanese player that also played Ike, and oh my goodness, the things that he was doing with Ike, I just didn't even realize were possible. Didn't grab the ladder. And so I was just so impressed. And yeah, I just continually pushed, man, and that is when I started to get, like, true competitive, but it was a long while after that before I even met the fighting game community. Like, on a local level. It's like, different events have different strength of players. Not all tournaments are created equal. Because it's like, even within the fighting game community, right? Like, you'll have, like, a local in, like, say, Wyoming. And yeah, nah, like, I'm not trying to, you know, hate on everybody that lives in Wyoming. But their players are going to be much lower in skill than if you were to play players in, like, say, New York or California. Like, there's... Oh, I couldn't grab the ladder and helpless. I wasn't aware. But yeah, no, there's certain areas where there's very strong influx of players. Generally, the bigger your region is, the better your players are going to be, just because there's so many people competing and always pushing the other person to become better. The smaller your scene is, generally the worse your players are. And again, these are generalities. Like, I'm speaking very broadly here. Optic saying Brawl was my first game. Cool. I was late to every party. I didn't know about tournaments until 4. And you remember me talking about Skullgirls, lol? This song is the best, by the way. Yes, I do remember Skullgirls, and beating things that made you reevaluate your life. Yup. Yeah, no, man. Some people beat me so bad in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I just realized everything I thought was wrong. And I didn't know that before. It happens. You took a step back and questioned everything you thought you knew. Because, like, that's what happens, right? And it happens in all sorts of facets in life, right? But, like, you'll just be the best. You'll be the best at something, be it a game, be it math, be it, I don't know, whatever, something school-related. But yeah, you'll be the best at this activity. And then you meet someone that, you know, has so much more experience than you. Like, thousands of more hours in this thing. They have so much more skill. They have so many more accomplishments. You're like, I could beat this guy, because you don't know any better. You've beaten everybody you've ever come across. So even though you hear all these things, you're like, well, I'm good. I beat literally everyone. No one can beat me. I'm not scared of this guy. And you play that guy, and he ruins you. He ruins you in the game. He ruins you in life. He ruins you in your soul. And you realize you're not as good as you thought you were. Now, Controls was saying, well, I'm out to play Civ. Oh, Civilization. Interesting. Those are very long games. I guess I'll see you next month. And Optic saying, someone just comes along and ends you like it's nothing. Yeah, man. You know, to you, like, it was such a big moment. But for them, they're just playing another game. Yeah, this casual over here. Yeah, no, man. Like, to them, you know, you're just as good as everybody else. To you, you're like, no, I'm so much better than everybody. I always win all the tournaments. And they're like, you don't wave dash. What's a wave dash? I mean, that's melee, but you know what I'm saying. Should I be Falco? Yeah, let's be Falco. Why not? You thought Falco was the coolest dude? Yeah, no, man. Falco's pretty legit. And Super Sin Slayer says, hope I didn't ruin your life in Smash 4. Absolutely not, Super Sin Slayer. Like, what I'm talking about is more like Brawl life. Because, like, when I was playing Smash 4, I was part of the community by then. Like, in Smash 4, I was playing, like, I had played multiple 100-person entrants before I came to the US. And so I come there, and for me, you know, I'm playing regionals, and now this is just a local. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna body everybody here. Like, obviously, I wasn't, like, super, like, you know, confident. Like, I didn't know, because, you know, the game was still new, people were still figuring things out. And yeah, I remember the first time I saw, like, the, like, Facebook event, it had Super Sin Slayer. He was on the picture, and he was a Sonic player. I was like, oh, I've never played a Sonic before. I wonder how I would do against him. And so I played in, so yeah, I went to the place, and yeah, Super Sin Slayer, I believe, was at the first tournament I went to, but he didn't make it to Winners Finals, and instead I played this Wario guy. And, like, it was a close match, but he wasn't better than me. He wasn't, like, super good or anything. I mean, he was good, he just wasn't, like, so much better than me that it's like, oh no, because, like, I beat him. So, you know, there's no, like, redefining life thing, right? Like, I just beat him and I won the tournament. I won the first tournament, I think I won the second tournament, and I won, like, a third one at some point. I don't remember if that one was directly after. But I eventually met Super Sin Slayer in bracket, because he always would lose to the guy that I would beat in winners and grand finals. He would always lose to the Wario player, because he didn't know how to get past, like, Wario's bite. So when I was playing against Super Sin Slayer, I definitely, without a doubt, extremely underestimated his skill. Because I was like, he always loses. Because, you know, that was my perspective at the time. I'm like, you know, he must have, like, lucked his way to win that one tournament. He always loses. So, you know, I'm not scared of Super Sin Slayer. But then, yeah, no, I did play him, and I got bodied really, really hard. It happened over and over again in different tournaments. I tried playing, like, different characters, but I just wasn't good enough with other characters to, like, really deal with it. So, but, like, that was the point where, like, I stopped just beating everybody. But it wasn't that, like, Super Sin Slayer was, like, so much better than me. It was more the fact that just he has a really good matchup with Sonic versus Little Mac. Because, like, I could beat players that could beat him. And also, I won the tournament there multiple times, so it wasn't like I went to this new region and everybody was, like, really good. It was actually the opposite. At first, Sova, in my opinion, was really bad. Like, overall, I thought Sova was, not too good. I was like, this is not the kind of competition I had when I was playing regionals over in, Melbourne. So, I was disappointed at first. But yeah, no, like, Super Sin Slayer, he was one of the players that could beat me. And as time went on, players got better. Because, like, Puppet, for example, when I played him for the first time, I bopped him just fine. And everyone was like, oh yeah, this kid, he's so good, he's so good. But I just beat him the first time and I didn't think anything of it. But yeah, as time went on, nah, he took all the sets from me. Puppet was really, really good. But even then, Puppet was never like, oh, he's so much better than me. There's no way I can beat him. Because I had beat him before, so I wasn't, like, super scared of him. And yeah, no, like, that's just part of fighting games. Like, some matchups are just gonna be bad. Another person that I really, really underestimated, for example, was Gimpy. Gimpy used to main Zelda. And Zelda's one of the worst characters in the game. I didn't know why he played Zelda, I just knew that he did. And yeah, when I would play against him, I would always beat him, and it would be really easy. Like, I'm not, you know, trying to exaggerate. Like, he couldn't do anything to me. And I never knew that Gimpy was one of the better players, because I always beat him. So I never thought much of him. And it wasn't until, like, way, way later down the line where he started playing, like, other characters. And then it was like, oh, Gimpy is good. He does understand neutral. He does understand, like, combo pass, recovery pass. Like, he gets the stuff. He was just playing a really bad character. But yeah, Smash 4 was a lot of fun, man. I just kind of fell off once Bayonetta came around. I was all done after that. You did win the character lottery in 4. We'll see how things go in Ultimate. Yeah, I am curious. I know Sonic's getting some nerfs, so that makes me happy there. But at the same time, like, Little Mac's being changed too, so I don't know if he'll be as good as he was in Smash 4. Because, like, you hear different things, man. Like, some people are like, oh yeah, Little Mac's gonna be top tier now, because he has all these movements he can do from his dash. You know, he couldn't do any of this before. He has such great spacing tools. And then you have people on the other side, they're like, yeah, Little Mac, he doesn't have any combos. You know, he has these things that are safe on shield now, but he can't do anything out of it. He's gonna be really bad. He still doesn't have anything that's relevant. And it's like, okay. Like, I don't know how it's gonna go. I have literally no idea. And, like, honestly, I don't know if I'll play Little Mac in Ultimate. I'll try him out, definitely. I'll definitely try him out. If he's not good, I'm not gonna play him. I'm not gonna play Little Mac if he's bad. I promise you. I'll try out, there's a lot of characters I want to try out. I want to try out Ridley. I'm gonna try out King K. Rool. I'm gonna try out the Belmonts. You know, I want to try out Wolf again. There's a lot of characters I want to give a spin to. See what they can do. And let's see, Invisible says, Vince, you know you won't get DQ'd for picking up items and using them. Hey, I've used some items here and there. Can I get back up? Oh, there's another platform there. You could just help a monkey out over here. Thank you, jeez. And Super Sensitive says, honestly, if you know his habits and playstyle, you could beat Puppet today. Maybe today, because like both Diddy Kong and Sheik have been nerfed multiple times. Because but without a doubt, like I've known his like stuff. I've taken sets off of Puppet, but he's taken way more sets off of me. In best 3 out of 5s, I'll generally win the first 2 games. But I don't win that third one. It's so tough, Super Sin Slayer. I don't know if you remember, right? But like there was this like invitational we did once where, you know, it was all our best players playing, and I played against Puppet. And it was a real close set. It was my Donkey Kong versus his Sheik. And oh my goodness, man. Because like I knew all of his habits. I knew all of his patterns. And so, like, I just ran in, like, we were playing on a Omega Palutena stage. And he's, you know, charging up his needles. I just go all the way to him. I just grab him, because he just goes into shield. I grab him, I throw him up in the air, like, instantly, and I just start charging down smash, because I know he's going to aerial dodge. I get that, and then I can't remember what the next few, like, instances were, but I read him from 0 to 60%. Like, I knew everything he was going to do. And I believe he still ended up taking that game. It was really close, but he took that game. And Puppet said to me, he was like, yeah, you read me like a book. Like, because I knew all of his habits. But Sheik was just such a good character, man. Like, it didn't matter. Because that was back in the time, you know, when her 50-50s were, like, so real. And they're not really, at the time, they weren't really 50-50s. It was more like, you know, if you can react, you just win. It was real tough times, man. It was real tough times. It's not like they have to, like when they want the up air, they don't have to go for the up air. They can look to see what you do and then up air. Like, it's a guess for the explosion, the vanish, but it's not a guess for the up air. You could just hit them with it. It's like, oh, well, you did what I wanted you to do. Up air time. Oh, wait, that's a little weird. Okay, up air. Got it. It's so dumb. And Super Sin Slayer says, I always have Snake, Mega Man, Wolf, and Daisy as backups if Sonic doesn't turn out to be your best character. Yeah, no, it'll definitely be interesting. Because, I don't know. Like, Smash Ultimate's definitely going to be a different game. Oh, whoops, I don't have, the rocket kicks. I forgot. But, what was I gonna say? Oh no, they changed! I just moved there! The game's gonna be very different. You know, there's, directional air dodges which is gonna make, oh, I still can't do the rocket flip kick. It's not a thing in this game. The rocket heals, whatever they're called, man. But, what was I saying? But yeah, like, multi-directional dodges. So it's gonna be a lot harder to read people for, like, combo pass now. Oh, I went right over that. Well, that's an easy way to get a game over. Just fall all 4 of your lives. I just missed the platform every single time. Yo, look! Look, Inviso. You play Smash 4 as much as I do, and then you tell me how, okay? Come back to me. It's also difficult when I'm, like, talking to chat. Holding a conversation and remembering the specific differences between Brawl and Smash 4. It's hard. Get off my case. But yeah, multi-directional dodges. Anything out of a dash, which is huge for Sonic. Like, I don't know how much use you would get out of it personally, but like, being able to perform literally any action out of dash on the fastest character in the game is pretty huge IMO. I think that's a pretty big deal. But yeah, his neutral is going to be very different. It's not going to be as free. And like, I'm not trying to like be like mean to you, Super Sin Slayer specifically, because like, you're a really good player. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that you're a really good player. Like, you know, you took a set off of DSS. DSS is an amazing player. You know, you've taken sets off of really good players. You're a very good player. Like, don't take it the wrong way. But Sonic does have a really easy neutral, and I'm curious how that'll be going into Smash Ultimate. Like, maybe, you know, these new options he has will still give him a very strong neutral. Just, you know, it won't be as free as it is in Smash 4. But I don't know. I have literally no idea how any of that's going to play out. Time will tell. The bot is not on? It was earlier. Oh yeah, no, it disconnected. Would you like to rejoin, Mr. Bot? I would appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. You don't play bad Smash games, though? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, I understand. Oh man, like, I would not be playing Brawl myself, but, you know, J-Globes did kind of donate, like, all the monies. How many votes do we have for this game? Let me check that again. We have 217 votes for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Not too bad, man. I'm not gonna complain. I'll play the Smash Brothers. No worries. Ew, I like the armor on these ones. Definitely has that gravity suit feel going on. I know they're supposed to be like shadow clones or whatever, but get off the gravity suit. Oh, it's such a shame Samus is such a bad character in Brawl. I loved her in Melee and 64, dude, so much. But she's just not for me anymore, man. Like, I can imagine trying her out. Like, I'll definitely try her out. Just, I don't have high expectations. I really don't. Super Sin Slayer says, I won't ever deny Sonic is dumb in Smash 4. I'll be fine with playing smarter with Sonic and Ultimate. To be honest, I'm interested in seeing how you approach Ultimate. Okay, yeah. It's just because it's like I know, you know, like, how that can sound. I don't want... Because, like, people say that all the time, you know, how, like, dumb Little Mac is. And, like, to a degree, like, I get it, because he has a frame 1 jab and he has super armor, and people don't like dealing with that. So, I don't want it to come off in, like, just a purely negative way. But, yeah, no, with, I don't know, Smash Ultimate, it really just depends how the game plays. I imagine, like, with, Little Mac, like, again, if he has any combos, if he has any combos, I will be playing him. But, You know, time will tell. Time will tell. We'll have to see on that one. Yeah, if he has any combos, I imagine me playing Little Mac a bit more like how I played him in Smash 3DS before he got the forward tilt nerf, where I'd be very spacing centric. Which, I mean, I was to a degree in like my 2016 days, but like honestly, you know, if you look at me now, and to be fair, I'm very rusty, but my Little Mac's like super aggro now. I just I push buttons a lot. But the older Vanks was much more passive, which to be fair was like a better option back then, because his forward tilt was a good spacing move. So, like, yeah, that's like a thing too, right? Like, even like combos, let's not worry about that. How good like using normals out of dash really is, let's not even think about that. But like literally what the hitboxes are. Because like we can see the characters doing these things, but what are the actual hitboxes? Is his forward tilt going to be like how it was on 3DS? Will he have an actual spacing move? Or will Little Mac continue to be a character that loses to all sword characters? Because like he just does. Every single sword character is just a bad matchup for Little Mac. Which is like just so super lame. He has so many bad matchups. So many bad matchups, man. But if he gets forward tilt again and he can actually, you know, space with those characters, oh, that would be so good. But if that's not the case, I'll definitely be doing different things. Like, I think the character I'm most interested in playing... Oh, I got crushed. I somehow, like, re-hit the button and the blue one started moving just by jumping into it. That was weird. But, yeah, no, I really want to try out Simon or Richter Belmont. I don't know which one will be, like, my main. I'll definitely give them both, you know, a try, see what's working out. Like, obviously, if one has combos and the other doesn't, I'm gonna play the one with the combos. But yeah, no, I love characters that have, multiple angles that they can cover. Because I didn't do really a lot of that in, Smash for Wii U. But in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, my main was Toon Link. Like, when I had a lot of mains. But the final one was Toon Link. I enjoyed him a lot. And it was because he had bombs. He had these projectiles that he can use in the air. And throw directly downwards. You know, throwing things downwards or at an angle is just such a strong thing. Like, just look at Diddy Kong, man. Those banana peels give him so much power. Like, obviously, I'm not doing it just for the strength of it, or I would have just played Diddy Kong. I think Diddy Kong's kind of a boring character. I'm not a huge fan of him. Like, I don't mean boring as in, like, from Donkey Kong Country 2. I love him in DKC 2. I just don't like his playstyle in Smash Brothers. It's not bad, I just don't like it. It's not my preference. But yeah, with the Belmonts, dude, oh man, they're everything I want. Because I don't do a lot of zoning in Smash 4, because I don't play zoning characters, but I definitely zoned in Brawl, and in other fighting games I do play zoners. Like Persona 4 Arena, I play Yukiko in that one, and she is a heavy zoner. She's all about just keeping the opponent out. But the reason oh, whoa, it just goes down into death. I didn't realize it was doing all that. But yeah, Yukiko's a good character. Her zoning tools are strong. Like, she is one of the lower tier characters. She's not, like, super good, but she's viable. And her playstyle's really solid. Like, if you know what your opponent's going to do, you can easily body them. If you have the reads. And I love characters like that, where I win if I have the reads. Do I know what my opponent's doing? Do they do what I think they're going to do? I win. I love that. So, if the Belmonts are like that, I will definitely play them. Don't you worry about it. Where am I supposed to go? Is this the right way? I hope it is. I can't go through there. There's like a wall there, but... Am I supposed to go this way? Maybe. Hit that. Super Sin Slayer, if you want to, I'd be glad to have training sessions with you in Ultimate. Oh yeah, definitely, man. I'd appreciate that. Because, yeah, like, if there's one thing you should probably know, is that I do not start good at any game, man. When Smash 3DS came out, I was pretty bad. I was getting knocked off ledges all the time, getting gimped, man. It was pretty bad. But I was playing with Villiness though, who was she placed top 8 very regularly in Brawl tournaments. She was really, really good. And then also in Smash for Wii U, she took first place quite a few times. Like, generally when I lost a tournament in Australia, I was losing to her. She was really, really good. And so I was able to play with her a lot when I was first training, you know? That's how I got good, was playing against her. Like, obviously, you know, Smash Wii U was a lot longer than that. There's more people I have to thank than just her, but that's how I started. It's definitely thanks to her. Having a training partner is just so huge. It really is. So I'm 100% down. Yeah, I imagine, you know, I'm not gonna just pick up Smash Ultimate for Switch and I'm gonna be super good. Nah, I don't think so. Like, I'll have my fundamentals, but, like, I'm gonna be making a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna do a bunch of stupid stuff. Only way to get good is to play. How am I supposed to get up there? Yeah, if you could just not be there, that would be great. I'm not going up at all. What is this? You know, I give up. I'm sure that isn't, like, part of the actual game, right? Now, guys, don't beat up the Pikachu. I know he's adorable, but that doesn't mean you should beat him up. Yo, get out of there, buddy. I hope I'm going the right way. I have literally no idea where, like, anything leads to. Okay, landed on the platform, thank goodness. Wasn't sure I would. Oh no! It takes me back over here. Aw, oh, boo. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Super Sensei says, yeah, I want to help you, for Ultimate. Not that you need it. I just want to see you another strong player in our region again. Yo, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, definitely, I just think having a training partner is just always a good thing. I think that's the easiest way to get good at a game. Just have someone, you know, that you can just play with. Someone that, you know, maybe plays one of the other Smash games at a high level. I think that would work out real nicely. Oh, it's supposed to be a shortcut. It's not supposed to be a trap. It just kind of ends up being the case. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, whoops! No, I didn't mean to go on that one. Go back. Yeah, we just unlocked this door. Yeah, nah, man. There's like the first part, like the very first part is trying out like all the characters. Because there's so many characters. And they're all slightly different. No one's the exact same. Oh, look, it's Mr. Big. It is! Mr. Ridley himself. In Smash Brothers. Who would have thunk it? Oh man, that looks so painful. Yo, super effective. Oh man. Why couldn't Samus be more like this in Metroid Other M? Why couldn't she keep being cool, you know? Because she takes on all of that pain, and she still, you know, she doesn't have PTSD, she doesn't, like, cry about it. No, she just gets up and she fights the giant space dragon. Because she's cool like that. Oh. They ruined her, man. Ruined her character in that game. So sad. I don't think the up B is a good move to use there. Yo, Super Missiles OP. Yo, I'm not using that explosive box. I don't trust it. It'll knock me out. How do you not hit me? Oh, I guess it's only the tail? Yeah, he sure did shrink for ultimate, huh? Yeah, I'm glad they brought him in, man. I think his design's really good. So everyone was all like, oh, if they brought in Ridley, which design would it be? It'd be the Metroid Other M one, right? That's the newest Metroid one. It's like, no, the big purple space dragon. That's the most iconic one. But he's always a different color. He's normally purple. Normally. Super Sensei says, because Samus was made more vulnerable to make Adam a strong figure in her life, which is dumb, because she's already strong. Yes. It's just so weird, man. Because, like, it's the exact same plot in Metroid Other M and Metroid Fusion. Just, you know, Metroid Fusion takes place, like, further down the line, and that's where, like, they introduced that Adam character. And Metroid Other M was supposed to show why she respected him so much in Fusion, but like, oh my goodness, in Other M, you're never given a real reason as to why, like, she respects him. That never happens. Uh-oh. Poor Pikmin. Oh, rip. Get bodied. He's so tiny! Oh, yo, this is when Captain Falcon shows up? Wait, why is Captain Falcon so tiny? Or I guess it's just... Oh, he killed all the Pikmin. Oh. Oh, man. I'm not playing that Pikmin killer. Jeez. I thought he was here to, like, save the day, not ruin everything. There we go. Oh, cool, the dolphin's in the background. Yo, Marty the party's in here. How you doing, Marty? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, now the robs are my size. So weird. Oh man, they are all so fast. Would you guys let me go? You're doing good, and me? I am doing super good. I'm just trying to get away from these stupid robots. They are just not letting me be. Haha. Why defeat the giant tower thingy when you can just get hit and get knocked above it? Just as good. They don't trap me in the area. I'm not trying to... Where's all my Pikmin? I had like 6 Pikmin. Now I only have 2. What was that? Where'd all the Pikmin go? Oh well. Work with what you got. Ouchies. Oh, give me the fire curry. Yeah, there we go. There we go. You're such a good item, man. Just interrupt everything they're doing. Whatever they're doing, doesn't matter. I'm still not gonna fight that guy if I don't have to. Uh-oh. What's going on? What's that other ship? It's a bad ship. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, but why? Why, Captain Falcon? Oh, there's DK. Yo, let's go. Poor Oliver. Yo, gotta be DK. DK's the best. Alright, but yo, give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Alright, so I've returned. What were we doing?